Good afternoon. I'm Reverend Mark B. Boykin, and we are here as part of the Christian community of faith to formally request that the city of Boca Raton engage in fairness, equality, and to reject discrimination by demonstrating the creche in public facilities alongside the menorah. We seek to find parity and equality and fairness and nothing more. We have tremendous respect for the Jewish community, and we know they have tremendous respect for us, and we seek solidarity and unity. There is no high court, however, that has prohibited the display of the menorah and the creche. The city, however, has once again demonstrated their lack of sensitivity to the will of all the people. The city will not formally respond in person, and we have been seeking this for well over a year. The city has also shown an egregious indifference to the Constitution in their statement that they have released. And I would like to just read that to you, and then I want to introduce a couple of guests who will also speak on this subject. The last statement in their, the last sentence in their statement says, Sanborn Square Park serves as a First Amendment free speech area for the city, as if other areas would not be a First Amendment right area. For instance, it would be upon the same level of a smoke-free zone according to what we read in their statement. What we would like to suggest to them is that they simply abide by the will of the people and the decision of the High Court in displaying the creche and the menorah side by side. Now, Tony Verdugo, who is the Executive Director for Christian Family Coalition, is going to say a few words, and he'll introduce our third guest. Tony.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Anthony Verdugo. I'm the founder and the Executive Director of the Christian Family Coalition, Florida's leading and largest human rights organization in the state. And we're here today to uphold the concept of equality and fairness. The city has once again lied to the people of Boca Raton. The city is deceiving the population by stating that they are abiding by the Supreme Court. That is not true. The city manager's office is engaging in deceit. The Supreme Court has stated in Lynch versus Donnelly very clearly in 1983 that it is constitutional to display a nativity scene in public places. So therefore, it is solely at the discretion of the city that they have chosen to discriminate, intentionally discriminate, and deliberately ignore people of faith, particularly Christians, in refusing to display the nativity scene. We have an ordinance that we are proposing to the council to rectify this injustice. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere, and that is what we are living today in 2010 in the city of Boca Raton. They want to take us back, and they want to marginalize people of faith. We cannot allow this to stand. We have attempted to contact the mayor. We have been told that the mayor is out of town. We have been told that the mayor has strep throat. We don't know whether she is out of town with strep throat or in Boca with strep throat. We don't know what the story is, but I will tell you this. Elected officials have a duty, and they have an obligation as elected officials to represent all of the people of the city of Boca, not just some of the people. And when Mayor Welchel went out and solicited money and donations for her campaign and votes and volunteers and support, she did it because she wanted to be the leading elected official in the city. Now she has a duty and an obligation to step forward and to respond on this matter. She cannot ignore the will of the people forever. She must make a statement, and she must treat everyone with fairness and equality and dignity. And now with us we have Mr. William Lindner, who is a 28-year resident of the city of Boca.
Thank you. And first I want to thank Pastor Boykin and Tony Verdugo and his organization for the tremendous support over this whole issue over these many years. Boca Raton is known as the jewel of South Florida. No more. It is now tainted and stained by this discriminatory policy, approved by the Mayor, Susan Welchel. The Catholic League's news release issued went throughout the whole country. Now the shame of Boca is throughout the whole country. In 2006, I donated a creche to the library. It was displayed 2006, 2007, and in 2008 it was banned. Okay, I tried to get answers. I never got answers. It took 9 months to get any answers, and the only way I got them was the fact that I had a lawyer do it for me, okay? So, the mayor is hiding today, but she's been hiding since 2008. And the material that we got, when we finally got information, was not very pleasant. Basically, it was a policy initiated by the unelected bureaucrats under the mayor, but approved by the mayor. And it stated only city-owned objects could be displayed during the holiday season, which is fine, except there's one little caveat there. They went out and bought 9 menorahs and no creches. So that ekes a discrimination that just cries out. They favor one religion over another. Since this issue began, we have supported the display of the menorah. It is not in question. What is in question is why one and not the other. The city is going to honor the Hanukkah tradition with a display of menorah. Yet the city, okay, by banning the creche, dishonors the tradition of Christmas by banning the creche, nativity scene. Okay, as most gentlemen mentioned, the display of the nativity scene is legal, no question about it, okay? The city attorney, at a meeting we finally got to, December 15, 2009, stated that unequivocally, yes, it was legal to display the nativity scene with the menorah. But you know what she said? We're not going to do it, okay? Because we think a Christmas tree is representative of Christmas, okay? Which of course it is not. So you have arrogance by the city officials and approval by the mayor. We reminded the mayor, she must have about 40 of my emails at least, I've sent them to everybody, okay, that there's an election next year, okay, very conveniently. This issue is not going to go away, no. And it will be an issue in the next election, yes. and this issue is going to be hanging around her neck until she resolves it and rescinds it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions? Thank you, Mr. Linden. Anyone have any questions? Tony, any last statement you want to make?
Mayor Welchel has asked for the support of the city of Boca Raton and its voters. She will run for re-election on March 8th, 2011. But she cannot be the mayor of a city where she refuses to represent all of its people. That is simply bigoted, that is unfair, that is hateful, that is hurtful, that is discriminatory. If Mayor Welchel continues to engage in this type of discrimination and unfair practice, we will continue to hold her accountable. We will let every single voter know, and will remind every single voter that she is a bigot until she resolves this problem. Her behavior is shameful and it's embarrassing, not only to the city of Boca, but to the county of Palm Beach and to the entire state of Florida. Thank you.
As a last gesture, we have brought with us several creches, and our intent is now to go in and to formally present them to the city and ask them to display at least one of them alongside the menorah. So that is our intent at this time, and that will formally end the press conference. Thank you very much for being with us. Have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.